So, got up bright and early for my first and only full day on Gili Air Islands to watch the sunrise, but that didn't happen because it's a little bit grey out there today. As you can see, the rain is dripping everywhere. As soon as I start moving, it starts again. Then as soon as it stops, start moving, and then 2 minutes later, it's raining again. I walked, so we're on the west side of the island. It's about a 20-minute walk all around the coast to the east side of the island. It's a very small island. So I've walked around to the east side, obviously, for the sunrise. So with any luck, we won't have to go very far this evening for the sunset. God knows if the weather's going to clear up. It's been raining pretty much all morning for the last couple of hours. Just had a really interesting conversation with one of the locals about COVID and, you know, the effect of tourism on the island as a whole. He said in 2017 there was the volcano on Bali erupted, which I knew about anyway, which caused a lot of planes were grounded. You know, it caused a lot of people to stop coming over. In 2018 they had the earthquake, so that put a lot of people off. There was no tsunami, just the earthquake, because we've been seeing a lot of signs saying about there's tsunami signs saying careful, tsunamis in this area, etc, etc. And then 2019 to 2023 22, he was like, it was COVID, so nobody came. He said tourism hasn't really picked up in the same way that it did prior to 2017. And I was like, what did you guys do? Because he's from Lombok, which is the main island, and he moved here in sort of 2018 time. He was like, well, there wasn't much to do. There was no tourists. 95% of the money made on this island comes from tourism because it's a teeny tiny island. He said all we did was go out, we fished, we ate fish. That's pretty much all we could do. They had no money to buy anything, obviously, because they weren't making an income, so they just lived off what was naturally available to them, which is kind of cool and something that the UK, a lot of people in the UK could learn a thing or two about, you know, living off the land. They said they tried to sell fish, but because there was literally nothing else to do, I mean, they did sell fish, but because there was nothing else to do, everybody was fishing. So the price of the fish went down. So that was definitely interesting to listen to that guy's perspective on that. But yeah, maybe I should just stomach it, put my big girl pants on, and walk back in the rain like a true Brit. Who knows? A lot of the locals have those ridiculous sort of like clear plastic poncho-y things. But I don't have one of them. I've just got my, what I'm sure to them is even more ridiculous looking massive winter coat on that you don't need because it's warm as anything, but at least it keeps the rain out. We've picked quite the couple of days to end up on a teeny tiny little island in the middle of whatever ocean we're in the middle of. I will Google it. Look at this. Every single place we've gone in Indonesia, we've got a little kitty cat trying to eat the food. Aww. So we were just having our breakfast inside, minding our own business. Then we hear this massive crash, and we look through the entrance, which is sat in there, and look, the entire roof has just fallen in, probably because of the storm. God, can you imagine if somebody was barbecuing under there when that went down? Not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. The people working here, the way it was slow, it was amusing too, so it's all good. So these are presumably where the little horsies that do the horses in carriages stay when they're not working. Can I just comment on the absolute architectural and engineering genius that is this barn? I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that. And the heavens are doing what the heavens do best in the rainy seasons in Gili. In other news, we just went down to the harbour to see about getting a boat first thing tomorrow morning off the island because we're back in Ubud for 2 days. And they're like, yeah, we don't need, the boats aren't running all today. We don't know if they're going to be running tomorrow because of the weather. So we may or may not be stranded on an island in Indonesia. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock in the evening. Sun's just about gone. Bit of the sunset there, not as impressive as it was yesterday. The roof that caved in, all the twigs have been moved out to the side. And we still have absolutely no idea whether or not we're going to be leaving tomorrow because all of the boats were cancelled today because of the weather. Apparently it's really bad in Bali in terms of the weather and stuff like that. So, I mean, either if it's not safe to get a boat to the mainland, it's not safe. It is what it is. We're only going to find out either later this evening or tomorrow morning. But if we end up having to spend an extra night because we can't get off the island, then I suppose that's what we're going to have to do. Which is a shame, really, because the last 2 nights are in Ubud and they're in this really nice villa that we spent a lot of money on. But, I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to have to let them know that we can't, we'll be stranded on a teeny tiny winky dinky little island off the coast of Indonesia. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll find out tomorrow.